Welcome to the Crypto Lab. Guys, XRP is in a critical zone right now. And in this chart, we will discuss what needs to happen to go up. As you know, I'm still bullish in this market and I expect XRP to reach its all-time high this year. And that's why I will start by giving you an update of the trendline chart. Then we will have a quick look at the trigonometric chart because the month of October closed a few days ago. After this, the lag in Bitcoin indicator is showing something very interesting right now, so we will talk about it. And last but not least, because it's been a long time, we will talk about the moonshot chart. So without further ado, let's get started, guys. Welcome to the Crypto Lab. Here we are doing technical analysis in a brand new way. You know that I like XRP, so of course we are analyzing XRP charts, but on this channel we are also analyzing Bitcoin charts, Ethereum charts. So if you are interested, just subscribe to the channel. That said, let's begin. So you are already familiar with this chart. We have the trend line in yellow and the critical level in blue. In the early stage of this channel, I made a video about the trend line and I said that if we are able to make a new low with the trend line, then this would be very bullish for XRP. Because we know that the trend line was stuck in the critical level just right here, and this is why the price went up and we were forced to go down, okay, to the downside. And here it was the same. You see that the trend line was stuck in the critical zone when we were here and we went down, right? Also, we said that the yellow line is very important for XRP because we know that since the very beginning of the price chart, we know that every time we are below the yellow line, we go above it and we try to retest the line as a support before going to the upside. Okay, and each time we were not able to make a new high after retesting the line as a support, we went to the downside and we made a new low. Do you remember? Here we were below the line, we went to the upside, we tried to retest it as a support, but we couldn't, and we went to the downside. Here again, we retested it as a support, we couldn't, we went to the downside. Here, we went up without making a new high, we went to the downside, okay? Each time it's the same. You see that here we hold the line as a strong resistance. Here, we couldn't make a new high compared to this high. We went below it and we made a new high, okay? Then, during the entire bull market of 2017, we kept this line as a very strong support, as you can see. Then, what did we do? We went below the line, then above it, we tried to test it as a support, but we couldn't, and we went to the downside. Here, it was the same. We tried to retest it, we couldn't, we went to the downside. And every time, it's the same thing, guys. We went above it, tried to use it as a support, we couldn't, we went to the downside, right? Every time. But this is what's really interesting in this chart. Since the low of XRP that we have here, we spend most of our time above the trend line, right? Because you see it here. We crossed it to the upside for the very first time. We hold it as a strong support. We made a new high compared to this one, okay? We went up. Then we went below it again, but not a long time. Then we went above it. We used it as a support and we made a new high again, okay? This is very bullish, guys. And recently, look, we went below the yellow line again. Then we went above it, right? As you know, we retested the line as a support because so far, before making a new high, we have to retest the line every time. And this is what we did here. And last week, this is what we did, right? So you can see how this line is important for XRP. And we know that we are still above the critical level. We know that the trend line is above the critical level too. And all that is left is a new high, a higher high compared to this one for XRP. Because this would confirm that we retested the trend line and then that we went up with a new high, right? And if you want an early sign to know if we are about to go up or not, you can draw this line. Okay, because this is the current resistance we are in. You use the closing price of the candles. So right here, you see that I will use the higher closing price and here the higher closing price. And you see that it is currently the resistance that is preventing us from going up because we got rejected here, here, here and here recently, but right now we are close to close above it, right? So pay attention to this line. So you see that with two simple lines, we can already have a clear understanding of what's going on right now in the market. That's all for this chart. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Then, as promised, I will give you an update on this chart because it's very interesting. We know that this is, of course, if you are new, this is a trigonometric analysis with an ellipse and a sine wave and a sine wave, sorry, it's a sine wave. And we've been using the sine wave as a strong support since the low of XRP in 2020, right? And we were expecting the price to be above this level, so it was around the $1 mark. And we see that we had a close above it in October. So now we have the month of November and the sine wave is at 117. So we expect the price to be higher than this month. And it's very positive because we are still early in the month and we see already that the bulls are trying to push the price up. So I keep my eyes on this. It's a monthly chart, but it's always good to have a look at the big picture, guys. Talking about the big picture, guys, in my next video, I will talk about this game and how it will help you to become a better investor. So don't forget to subscribe if it's not done yet. Maybe you already know about this game. If you know, please let me know below what it is. Now let's talk about the lag in Bitcoin indicator because something very interesting is happening right now and we need to talk about it. But first, I want you to pay attention to the cloud. This is the Ichimoku cloud with the default setting. Remember, we are on the weekly time frame and we were expecting XRP to hold the cloud as a strong support because this is exactly what we did just right here. And so far we are right, guys, because you see that we bounced off the cloud to the upside and right now we are using the cloud as a strong support, and for the first time maybe we will close above the cloud, which is very bullish, guys. In addition, so far we've been very accurate with the pivot circle because we've been using it as a strong support. Sorry, I will remove the magnet. So yes, as you can see, we used it as a strong support. Okay, sorry for the repetition, guys, but this is key to understand what's going on right now and what we expect in the future. Okay, so we used it as a support. At the same time we were testing the cloud, right? Here we tested it again and we tested it just right here last week, guys. So this is exactly why I'm saying that we are in a critical area because we are in the area of the pivot circle, but also of the cloud and also of the lagging Bitcoin indicator, guys. And you know how I love Confluence, and this is exactly what we want to see before going up. On the previous chart, I show you that we had a resistance line, so we should know pretty soon if the pivot circle is keeping on pushing us to the upside with the clouds and the lagging Bitcoin indicator, or if the resistance is pushing us to the downside. But you know that I'm bullish, so I expect the price to go up. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just sharing my opinion. And this is what this chart is telling me. We know that XRP is in a very strong trend, okay? Because we are making higher highs again and again and higher lows again and again. XRP is taking its time, dancing around the lagging Bitcoin indicator, but as you can see, the lagging Bitcoin indicator is going parabolic soon. So this is the perfect time for XRP to have a strong move to the upside. That's why I think that we will have a new high by the end of the year, and I guess time will tell, guys. Now I have a little tip to share to help you to understand if we are going up or not. But for this, we need to go on the 3 days time frame. And now you see the issue, guys. Look, you see that what's preventing us from going up is the cloud on the 3 days time frame, because you see that we've been inside the clouds for multiple days in a row, and so far we are not able to close above it. Right now we are trying to, but for now we are not able, guys. At the same time, we have the pivot circle pushing us up. So if you need to pray, now is the time, guys. Now it's time for the moonshot chart. It's been a while, guys. So you remember, when we have a cross, we have either a sell-off or a moonshot. And if we zoom in, you see the current situation, right? Okay, so we know that we have still the green line as a strong resistance. Right now we are below the yellow line. We know also that we have a support in this area, because if we draw a line like this, you see that we had a resistance here, a resistance again. Here it was a support. Again, it was a resistance. And so far, we've been using it as a strong support. Okay, so this is really good. We don't want to see XRP breaking this level, because this would be bad. And we want to go above the yellow line again, then above the green line, and finally have what we expect, the cross between the yellow line and the green line, in order to have our expected moonshot, guys. Okay, you see how critical these crosses are for the price, and so far we know that the price won't go up if we don't have this cross, guys. It's plain and simple. It's time to leave the Crypto Lab. Thanks for watching. Do not ever be afraid to make new experiments, and if someone tells you you're crazy, just tell them time will tell.